Is indie game success just a fantasy? You've seen it, the big indie success stories, games that explode overnight, making their developers rich and famous. You scroll through Steam past all these beautiful, polished games with thousands of reviews, and you think, I want that, I can do that too. So you sit down and start your first game, ready to turn your passion into something that might one day change your life. At the start, everything is raw and unpolished. The code is messy, the animations are stiff, and the game barely runs. But it's yours. You put hours into it, refining every little detail, picturing how it will feel when players finally get to experience it. In your mind, you're already envisioning your Steam release. Thousands of players, glowing reviews, maybe even a feature on the front page. Then you show it to your family. Wow, you made this? They say. Your friends nod impressed, saying, that's sick. The moment fuels you. If they see potential, then surely the rest of the world will too. You start posting devlogs, sharing progress on social media, and engaging with a few early fans. People actually like what they see. Some random Reddit post blows up, and suddenly, strangers are saying, this looks amazing, when is it coming out? The heady moment, you feel unstoppable, as if the whole world is waiting for your creation. The day of reckoning finally arrives. Launch day is here. You hit publish and your game is out in the wild. You refresh the page. Boom, a million views. Articles are being written. The bank account starts ticking up. For a fleeting moment, everything feels like it's falling into place. Then reality sets in. You wake up. Let's be real. That fantasy, it does happen, but it's rare. Most indie devs don't wake up to $1 million launch. Instead, success arrives in smaller, sometimes unexpected ways. It might not be the blockbuster hit you envisioned, but every positive step forward counts. The realization brings us to the important question. What does success really mean in the world of indie games? Success in indie dev isn't one thing, it comes in many forms, and it's important to understand that each type of success requires a slightly different mindset and approach. For example, this could be financial success, earning enough to go full time or even just covering your expenses. Maybe it's creative success, where you bring your own vision to life exactly how you imagined. Maybe it's community success, building an audience that generally connects with your game. It's about creating that shared experience that resonates long after the game is played. Or maybe it's personal success, simply finishing a game and proving to yourself that you can overcome the challenges of game development. And it's about growth, learning, and persistence. Before you even start, defining what success means to you is essential. The clarity shapes your workflow, your priorities, and the design of your game. When you have a concrete goal, every decision from cutting unnecessary features to refining the gameplay loop becomes a step towards the vision. With a clear definition of success in your mind, your entire approach to development shifts. For instance, if your goal is financial success, your workflow needs to prioritize marketability. You'll focus on making a game with a clear hook, something that instantly grabs attention. This means studying hits like Vampire Survivors or Lethal Company, breaking down what made them resonate with the wide audience. If your aim is creative success, you'll pour extra effort into perfecting every little detail. You might sacrifice broad appeal for authentic experiences that mirror your artistic vision, ensuring that every pixel and sound effect contributes to the overall experience. If building a community is your priority, you start thinking about your audience from day one. Your game will feature shareable moments, social media friendly content, and interactive elements that encourage discussion and connection among players. This goal oriented mindset doesn't just guide the design, it refines your entire process. Every iteration, every piece of feedback becomes a benchmark for how close you are to your own version of success. As you navigate these early challenges, the journey naturally shifts from the lofty dreams to the realities of iterative game development. Each step, whether it's a small tweak or a major overhaul, is a building block towards the ultimate vision. It's this continuous refinement that not only polishes your game, but it also solidifies your resolve as a developer. When I started working on Trisha Drift, I had a very specific vision of what I wanted the driving experience to feel like. fluid, precise, and satisfying. But in the early stages, it was a mess. The handling was stiff, the controls felt awkward, and frankly, the game wasn't fun. But I never lost sight of my goal. I wasn't just creating any drifting game. I wanted it to feel tight, responsive, and rewarding to master. That clear focus shaped every iteration. Every time I tested it out, I asked myself, does this bring me closer to my goal? Slowly but surely, through rigorous testing, valuable feedback, and countless iterations, Trishu Drift transformed into something that actually felt great to play. This personal journey taught me that knowing your own definition of success is invaluable. It keeps you focused and it drives you to push past these setbacks, always working towards a version of your game that truly resonates with your vision. Now let's talk about those rare successes. Games like Undertale, Celeste, or Hollow Knight weren't made with massive budgets, yet they struck a chord with players worldwide. Their success wasn't just a product of being great games, they were also marketed exceptionally well. If you want your game to reach a wider audience, building an audience before launch is critical. Whether it's through regular devlogs, engaging Twitter posts, or even setting up a Discord community, early player engagement can make all the difference. It's about creating anticipation and a sense of a shared journey with potential fans. And even if your game doesn't launch with a bang, success can come later. Take Among Us for example. It flopped at release, only to explode years later thanks to the power of streamers and the word of mouth. Timing, community, and a touch of luck play pivotal roles in the indie game ecosystem. Here's the thing, success isn't overnight, it's a slow, steady climb that's rarely linear. You might release one game that flops and then another one that just performs a little bit better. With each and every project, you refine your skills, learn new lessons, and improve your craft. One day, something clicks. Maybe your breakthrough isn't $1 million launch, perhaps it's the first positive review on Steam, or the moment a player tells you, your game meant something to me. Maybe it's simply the fact that you completed a project, a milestone in itself, considering how many start and never finish. Take a moment to reflect on why you started this journey. Remind yourself of the passion that fueled those first lines of code. No matter how big or small your game becomes, the very act of creating something is a success in its own. And I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment down below. What does success mean to you? Is it the leap of going into full-time development, seeing thousands of players enjoy your creation, or is it something more personal and introspective? If you're in the middle of making something right now, remember, keep pushing, keep learning, and keep improving. The path isn't always easy, but every challenge you overcome brings you closer to your vision. Transitioning from the idea to a finished product is a rewarding journey, and every small victory counts. Let's take a moment to connect all these chapters. From the messy beginnings in Phase 1 to the elusive big break, and from defining your personal success to celebrating community wins. Every step in the process builds upon the last. The journey is as important as the destination, whether you're refining your gameplay loop or strategizing your marketing approach. Every and each phase prepares you for the next challenge. It's this seamless progression that ultimately turns a simple idea into a full-fledged game that also resonates with players. And with that, I just wanted to say a huge thank you. This channel just hit 1,000 subscribers and the milestone is absolutely incredible to me. Every view, comment, and share has helped to build this community, and we are only getting started. Thank you for all the support and being part of this journey, and for believing in the power of indie game development. I can't wait to see what you all create next, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.